I appreciate that.
What's it like having Colin back? You guys are tight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's interesting seeing him in a different role, and just little things like we were at the Wichita, Kansas high school coaches clinic for the state of Kansas, and seeing him go speak as the head coach in front of everybody was really cool. It's just interesting to see how much he's grown and how much he takes on that kind of responsibility, and then just how impressive it is because, I've known him as offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, and to see him in a leadership role like that, that's at an even more elevated level, and then how well he represents this university is really impressive.
You were at his side in the press box when he was coordinator, and you've mentioned this before, but what kind of experience was that being at his side?
It was great. It was a great experience. It's a lot of growth for me. I think that being able to do things from that perspective, my background before that had been kind of the press box guy. When I'd been an offensive line GA, a lot of times you're spotting for the O-line coach. And so using that experience when I was with him in that role and morphing it more into a total offensive picture instead of just front seven was a great opportunity for me. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of conversations sometimes off the headset to kind of talk about what we thought next series and then communicate to the staff. So.
Has he changed? Is he bossier? Just kind of what's it like?
No, I don't think he's changed in terms of bossier or anything like that. I do get the sense that the heightened sense of responsibility because of how much he cares about this place and how special it is to him. He wears it every single day, and that's in a positive way. That's not a wear it like the stress. It's a wears it like he's got a highly motivated intensity for us to be elite at everything that we do.
Ryan, when did you realize in your journey with him that he was going to be kind of special?
Very early on. Yeah, I mean, I'll say the same thing I always do about Colin is he is a competitor, and he's got a calm personality, but there is a very fierce competitor there, and it comes out in heated moments. It comes out when he's leading a group, and it's something that when you see that in someone, you can identify pretty quickly, like, hey, they're naturally led, or he'd been trained really well on how to lead prior to me getting to meet him in adulthood, right? And you just know that right out the jump.
Not only did Colin have to pick you, but you had to choose to stay. So what kind of went behind that choice?
My family's been here now since 2021. I got 4 kids, and they probably, they're Kansans now more than anything. They've had 4 of them born in 3 different states, and this is home for them. We're 5 minutes from the stadium, and they love it here, and it's a great community, and all those things are important. Plus, it's a special place to be at, and it's something that, as you get older and you go further in your career, you want to be around good people, you want to be in a good environment, and you want to be somewhere that fits and is right for your family. So.
December when we talked, you said you texted all the tight ends and said, "Hey boys, saddle up. The express is rolling again."
Yeah.
What's that been like picking up with them? And what's impressed you so much about the group?
Well, first of all, it's been easy picking back up with them. Obviously, 2 of them that are here currently on campus. Coach recruited, Lincoln recruited in. Did not get to coach Lincoln directly with him as a freshman, but it's been awesome. It's a lot of, and it's interesting because, when staff kind of separated and Coach Klein went down to A&M, I'd say the offense kind of branched in 2 different directions, but moving similar tracks, right? And now back together to see some adjustments that he made at A&M versus things that we did. So there's some tying guys back into, hey, this is the terminology that you maybe learned when you were young. This is adjusted slightly, that kind of stuff. But getting to know them, the older 2 for sure in the meeting room has been easy, and out on the field, Lincoln's been a lot of fun. Trying to get him up to speed with everything, and then watching him go out and compete on a daily basis. Incredible athlete, good kid. But they're all good kids. I mean, they were all awesome guys coming out of high school, and you want to talk about people that are program bought in. They're really, really high end on that.
We've heard a little bit from different people about just the offense and the excitement, and what excites you most about the offense?
I think it's just a new, fresh opportunity for everybody, both for the guys that returned that have been here, to kind of get into a little bit different mindset. Sometimes a little bit of a change kind of launches people to maybe have more of a competitive edge. And then for the new guys that have come in to see them integrate into the group and to adopt that culture, it's a lot of fun. It's going to be a challenge, but it's a lot of fun.
Do you anticipate Lincoln being all yours, just kind of moving forward? No wide receiver last year, but.
Well, I mean, we have the ability to always move people around, but he is in the position group, yeah.
Any sense that you went backwards? I mean, you'd moved up to offensive line, which is your
Um,
natural position. Now you're back to tight end.
No, I wouldn't say it went backwards. I think the biggest thing, like we talked about staying and everything and what the opportunities are. You know, I had this conversation with Colin about whatever you believe is in the best interest of the program. I know you're going to make that decision.